Hi, my name is One and welcome to Game News, and on today's video we're going to talk about Resident Evil 4 Remake Separate Ways mode in development. We are going to take a look at the Resident Evil 4 Remake performance and visual comparison between PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, Final Fantasy 16 new details about combat story and icon battles, Counter-Strike 2 breaking Steam records, no more one Xbox Game Pass deal, and Dead Cells return to Castlevania is coming to PS5. This and way more in this video, so without further ado, let's go straight to the news. Resident Evil 4 Remake's Separate Ways mode in development. Ada Wong is a beloved character in the Resident Evil franchise, and fans have been waiting to play her side of the story in the game's remake. So let's take a closer look at what the data miners have found and what it could mean for the future of the game. So Resident Evil 4 Remake has been a highly anticipated release for fans of the survival horror genre. The game has received praise for its updated graphics and gameplay mechanics, but fans have also been eager to see the return of the Separate Ways mode, which was absent from the game's launch. For those who don't know, Separate Ways is an unlockable mode that allows players to control Ada Wong in her side of the story during the game's events. So it was a short side mode in the original game, but is canon to the overall Resident Evil story. Recently, data miners have found evidence that Separate Ways mode is currently being worked on for Resident Evil 4's remake. So a Twitter user named Resi Evil Central shared an image from the files of the PC version of the game, which contains a folder titled Another Order, the Japanese name of the mode. Alongside that folder are ones named Chainsaw, presumably after the Chainsaw demo, and one called Mercenaries, which is obviously related to the upcoming Mercenaries update. So guys, while there is no official word yet from Capcom on when the Separate Ways mode will be released, this discovery has given a lot of people hope that it could be added to the game as a DLC or as part of a free update. And given how popular Ada Wong is among fans of the franchise, it's likely that the mode will be super well received. So guys, keep talking about Resident Evil 4 Remake. With the recent release, a lot of people want to see how the game runs on both PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S, because the technology behind gaming consoles has come a long way since the original games released in 2005. So let's see how the remake looks and plays on current gen consoles. So guys, Digital Foundry made an in-depth video showcasing the difference between PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions of Resident Evil 4 Remake. One of the primary differences is the image quality, with the Xbox Series X having a crisper appearance in visuals while the PS5 appears to be, a bit blurry. The resolution of the game running on Series S is also less detailed than both of the other consoles. Despite this difference, visual issues can be seen on all three consoles. When it comes to performance, the Series X runs at a fairly solid 60 FPS when there is not much action on the screen, but adding any visual options like ray tracing causes the frame rate to drop significantly. The PS5 also suffers from some significant frame drops but keeps a constant 60 FPS more often than the Series X. The Series S performs worse than the two other consoles when changing anything from the default settings, leaving Digital Foundry to recommend that the best way to play Resident Evil 4 Remake would be to keep it on the original settings. So guys, Resident Evil 4 Remake is available now on PC, PS4, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. And if you are a fan of the franchise, be sure to check it out and experience the game for yourself, because the game has positive rating and is looking actually super good. And if you are curious to know more about the game performance on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, be sure to watch the Digital Foundry's video to get a better idea of what to expect. So I will leave the link in the description. Final Fantasy 16 reveals new details about combat, story, and icon battles. So guys, the wait is almost over as we get closer to the release of Final Fantasy 16 exclusively for the PS5 on June 2022. So let's discuss the latest trailer for the game that was showcased at the recent PAX East 2023 exhibition panel. Final Fantasy 16 fans were treated to a new trailer that covers 4 of the game's central aspects, including its story, combat, and even boss battles with the icons. The trailer starts with Clive in a firelit cave where he recounts his objective while clenching his fist in anger, and the trailer then immediately shifts into various combat encounters in FF16 where he can use a variety of elements abilities granted to him by the icons. So players also got to see Clive's confident Jill Warwick in a brief cutscene. So guys, Yoshida notes that the entire trailer did not have any pre-render elements, with everything shown running in-engine and in real time. He also discussed several aspects of the Final Fantasy XVI lore, such as the relevance of the crystals and how they tie into the central conflict. So as the game gets closer to its release date, more details are being revealed by the producer, including its playtime, cutscenes, length, and much more. So Final Fantasy XVI is highly anticipated by fans and is set to release exclusively for PS5 on June 22. CSGO breaks Steam record amid Counter-Strike 2 reveal. So guys, Counter-Strike has been a premier competitive shooter in the game industry for many years. The game began as a Half-Life mod and has since grown into a global esports phenomenon. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, the current iteration of the series, has been around for over a decade and has remarkably grown in popularity over the years. So thanks to the explosion of streaming platforms like Twitch, competitive gaming has reached a massive audience. Additionally, the game's free-to-play model and lack of system requirement make it easy and accessible to any gamer. And this factors combined with recent news of Counter-Strike 2 have caused CSGO to smash its previous record of current player on Steam. So the latest peak player count for CSGO was a staggering 1,507,212 current players, placing it in the number 2 position of all-time current players, just ahead of Lost Ark previous record. So guys, Counter-Strike 2 will be a free replacement for the aging classic with several new features already announced. And if you want to know everything that was announced, I will leave the link in the card where you guys can go and find everything the Valve has shown to us about CSGO 2. No more $1 Xbox Game Pass deal. So guys, a lot of people have enjoyed this deal for years, and it's not a surprise that its disappearance has caused quite a stir. So let's go over what we know so far and try to answer some of the questions that you might have. So guys, the Xbox Game Pass has been around for a while, and for many people it's been a game changer. The subscription service allows users to access a variety of games, including new releases, for a monthly fee. However, one of the most attractive aspects of the Game Pass was the promotional deal that offered new users their first month for just $1. According to reports, the deal has been removed on a global scale, and users are no longer offered the discount rate when signing up for the first time. It's unclear whether this change is permanently or temporary, but many gamers are already speculating about the reasons behind it. Some have suggested that this move is a way for Xbox to prepare for the Activision Blizzard acquisition, which is expected to be a costly affair. So by removing the promotional deal, Xbox could be trying to recoup some of the financial losses that may come with the acquisition. Others believe that Xbox is anticipating a surge in Game Pass sales, with many high-profile games such as Starfield and Redfall set to releases on the service this year. By removing the $1 deal, Xbox might be looking to increase its revenue from full-price subscriptions. So what do you think of Xbox's apparent decision to remove the $1 Game Pass deal? Do you think it's an anti-consumer move, or do you understand why they may do it? Let me know in the comments below. Dead Cells return to Castlevania, coming to PS5. So guys, Dead Cells is a popular indie game developed by Motion Twin, and it has been a fan favorite since its release in 2018. And while it has been playable on the PS5 thanks to the backward compatibility with the PS4 version of the game, a lot of people have been eagerly waiting to a native PS5 version. And now it looks like that the wait may finally be over. As noticed by Gematsu, the game has been rated by the ESRB, suggesting that the release for the game could be imminent. So guys, it's unclear if it will be a physical or a digital release, but it appears to suggest that it will include the recent release Castlevania Team DLC. So if you're waiting for this release, since I have any update, I will bring a video to the channel to let you know. So guys, this is all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and of course, peace.